If correct, that is a very discourteous to this House. I take it very seriously. Or it could well be that it's been leaked, in which case I hope there will be an inquiry to what has happened here. I will therefore ask the Prime Minister to look into what has happened in this case and report back to me and to the House as soon as possible.
In British politics, there's a rule that's supposed to be sacred. Parliament hears it first. But this week, that rule was broken, and right at the center is Prime Minister Keir Starmer, a major defense spending announcement. One of the biggest government statements in months was leaked to the media before MPs saw it. And under the ministerial code, it's a serious breach. The code is clear, before any statement goes public. The Speaker of the House and the opposition must receive the full, unredacted version. This protects parliamentary scrutiny, giving MPs the chance to challenge policy before the headlines are written, but that didn't happen. Reports suggest journalists were given key details ahead of time, while MPs only got a redacted copy. To many, it looked like a deliberate media strategy. Give the press the polished version first, and leave Parliament reacting after the story's already framed. When MPs gathered in the Commons, Speaker Sir Lindsay Hoyle was visibly unimpressed. He called the leak discourteous to Parliament, reminded the Prime Minister of his obligations, and ordered him to investigate and report back. In other words, the Speaker told Starmer to look into his own possible wrongdoing, responded with an apology, insisted the leak didn't come from him, and promised an inquiry. His words were polite, but critics say that's not enough. They want to know who leaked it, why Parliament got less information than the press, and whether this was a calculated move. The fallout inside Labour was immediate. International Development Minister Annalise Dodds resigned in protest at the government's decision to cut foreign aid, a cut reportedly linked to the defense spending boost. Her resignation was a public sign of unease within. Starmer's team opponents see a bigger pattern here, a leader who campaigned on integrity and rules, now accused of breaking them. They point to other instances where pledges have shifted or rules have been bent for political convenience.
Dishonoured their office. This is the first time in the history of our country that a Prime Minister has been found to be in breach of the law. And then he lied repeatedly to the public about it. Britain deserves better.
The irony hasn't been lost on anyone. During Partygate, Starmer criticized Boris Johnson, saying those who make the laws must follow them. Today, those same words are being thrown back at him, but this story isn't just about political point scoring. It's about the relationship between Parliament and the media. If ministers feed journalists the news before MPs, it undermines democracy. The Speaker's strong words were a warning. The government can't sidestep Parliament without consequences. Now, Starmer faces a choice. Run a transparent investigation that names names, or risk the perception of a cover-up. Either way, the damage is done. For a leader who's built his image on being the principled alternative, standing in the Commons to promise an inquiry into your own government isn't a good look. And in politics, one scandal often leads to another.